Welcome back to Talk Jamaica here on Talk Jamaica Radio. We are streaming live at talkjamaicaradio.com and caribrhythms.com. My name is Ralston Chamberlain. It's now time for Talk Vault. You heard the trailer there earlier, listeners. Playwright Fabian Barrack's brand new drama, Force Ripe, has been attracting large audiences as the play tackles child abuse related issues. This drama would not have been successful so far without its sponsors, one of which is Jamaica National, the main sponsor. To tell us more about Jamaica National's involvement, we have with us Michael Collins. He is a sales development and training specialist. Mr. Collins, good afternoon and welcome to Talk Vault.
Good afternoon, Ralston. It's really a pleasure to be here this
Uh,
afternoon.
all right. Tell us, if you will, and tell our listeners, why did Jamaica National decide to sponsor this production of all production that's going on?
Well, in particular, this production is geared towards the youth,
Mm-hmm.
and the youth actually form part of the target audience of Jamaica National being excited. With this organization being around for over 140 years, clearly you would have noticed that we would have touched the lives of several persons, all age groups. The youths are important, and as the aim of this play is about the current situations happening to our youth. Jamaica National, which is a social, a corporate social responsible organization, has come on board to support the initiative of protecting our youth.
Mm-hmm. I hear you talk about the whole idea of Jamaica National protecting our youth. So, with the idea or with the issue of child abuse and our murder cases so rampant, how important do you think that corporate Jamaica now needs to see it as a serious issue to get involved?
You see, it's everybody's responsibility to grow a child. It is the parents, the
Mm-hmm.
schools play their part, the church plays their part, and of course the institutions that are around in their communities. So, as you can well imagine, Jamaica National, as I mentioned before, being in the lives of the youth, especially through our school savings program and other initiatives through our JN Foundation, the Youth is Zoom program, especially in particular, has geared zoomed in on children learning how to use a camera. And in
Mm-hmm.
particular, what they've done is to capture scenarios around them through their eyes. It's the same way that us at the Building Society zoom in on how our students should really be focused on their personal lifestyle. They're protecting themselves, and in protecting themselves, it's not just about protecting themselves from physical abuse, mental abuse, etc., but how they can protect themselves financially. Because what is told is that it is easier for someone to protect themselves financially, start saving from they are young, so that they can get into the habit of protecting that side of themselves, so that the whole person will become independent. And financial independence, it actually breeds personal independence. It breeds the actual psychological side of an individual, wherein one is financially independent. And you, Ralston, can well imagine if you have money and you know you have money to deal with what it is that you need, your daily needs, your monthly needs, then you're usually in a better position mentally to handle any situation. And we're talking about child abuse here now. Sometimes, situations come around where financially parents don't have it. So, you know, children can be exposed to certain things. So, but if parents and students or their children learn how to protect themselves, not only physically, mentally, but financially as well, then
Mm-hmm.
the whole person will actually improve their individual lifestyles. And that's what Jamaica National is about, the lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
of our members at all ages.
All right. Let me ask you this, Michael Collins. In terms of brand recognition, how has this partnership with Barracks Entertainment been so far for Jamaica National?
Well, last year we sponsored the play that they had, the drama piece that they had at the theatre place. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, it is a no-brainer that we should do it again. Now, we want the students to actually come out to experience another side of what their life should be. It's not about just getting a job, or it's not about just going to school. You have students who, they need to the entertainment side of their lifestyle, the social side of their lifestyle, which is what a theater does, expose other people to. we would want a lot of them to come out and experience this. So it goes, our sponsorship of this play goes beyond just giving some money, but the
Mm-hmm.
exposure of students to what is happening around them. And
Mm-hmm.
parents, of course, we encourage to come out to see this play so
Mm-hmm.
that they too can connect with what is happening around them. Parents are not oftentimes around their children because of work and other demands in life, but they need to know step up the plate where they should be connecting more with their children. And even if there's a saying that it takes a village to grow a child. So even if it's not your child or children, I believe individuals within a neighborhood, an immediate environment of children, should actually look out for them, and then in this instance, they can help to protect the children around them.
Mm-hmm. Tell us, if you will, Michael. I'm going to shift gear a little bit, and if you could
Mhm.
briefly tell our listeners a little bit about Jamaica National, about the institution, and some of the services that you offer.
Okay. Now, you heard me mention a while ago about the financial independence
Mm-hmm.
of everyone. We at JN have decided that we would have played an important role in the lives of the youth in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So our responsibility, being a financial services provider, is to provide the financial services to people. Since this play is under this conversation is regarding the youth, in particular, I'll mention a couple of them. For example, our regular savings accounts have been customized to suit the students within schools or school savings program. That has been going on, has been really doing well. In fact, persons have come to us when they're 25, 30 to say, hey, my first account was at Jamaica National, and it was this account that allowed me to save towards owning my home or sending me to school or buying my first car or even allowing me to have my salary posted to my account. So our savings accounts work. We also have what we call the ability for persons to actually borrow against their savings, just like the credit union movement. You have your savings in a fixed deposit, for example, or one of our other, arranged savings plan where, for example, if you're saving on a monthly basis, our high yield account is one of them, or our fixed deposit, as mentioned before. Persons can literally walk through the door and walk out with a loan against their cash, no questions asked. And it's
Mm-hmm.
as easy as that. No payslip needed, so it's the convenience of allowing persons to literally not interrupt the purpose of the money in their account. Should an emergency or a situation arise, they can literally come, use the cash in their savings account, that's what we call a term share loan, borrowing against your savings, and they can walk to the door in a matter of minutes and satisfy that situation. There, of course, our flagship product is our mortgage
Mm-hmm.
facilities, right? That has helped thousands of persons over the years, hundreds of thousands of persons, to not only acquire property, but use the property that they have to finance their lifestyle. Persons are going to the university, persons are going to the high school, persons are going overseas for whatever reason. Sometimes they need some money for medical purposes. They can use the equity in their home to actually get a loan to finance that particular need. Of course, our multiple award winning JN Money Transfer Services, which is international, that remittance facility allows persons to send or receive money from anywhere in the world, wherever there's a JN representative, as well as the facility now where we've extended to, while we recognize that there are persons who may not be near a JN Money Transfer Service around the world, they can literally go online using a credit card and send the money. So these are some of the facilities that we have provided for our youths and our the members of the public in particular. So Jamaica National Building Society has been doing a lot over 140 years in
Mm-hmm.
existence in Jamaica. Mhm.
And let me ask you this, Michael. In If you could, in a short phrase, sum up what separate Jamaica National from any other competing financial entity, what would that phrase be?
There are several, but people have found us to be very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
We understand our members. We know who they are and where they are, not only in Jamaica but overseas. People have actually recognized that we are very, very safe. We are one of the safest institutions to do business with. We are prudently managed. So our management team understands the business. Clearly, if we're in business for 140 years and don't know what we're doing, something is wrong with that. So people connect with the length of time that we've been around. And people actually have also said that the trust that they have in us, their ability that they can leave their money with us or take a mortgage with us or simply talk to us about what it is that we can offer them. That trust is important because, it is the foundation for every relationship, you know. So those are some of the major reasons, but our technological advancement is one key factor. For example, for especially I should say, the members of the organization in the diaspora, persons overseas, they want to know that they can stay where they are, whether in Canada, the USA, Cayman Islands, the UK, and we operate out of those areas, by the way. They can know that they can stay where they are and actually do business with us conveniently and be able to touch base with us. So our call center is important. Our online banking facility, Live by JN, which is superior in many ways to the other financial institutions. That technology drives our business, and we're doing more because we even have our people love our 24-hour banking facility that we have in Halfway Tree, for example. Persons are aware that they can now step into Halfway Tree, whether it's day or night, whether it's a holiday or not, and they can actually go into our JN Express area and do their transactions online using the ATMs there, the money counter, which does not require you to lodge your money in an envelope. People like this sort of technology. So those are basically the main reasons. Safety, security, trust, reliability, and the line of services that we offer, and the relationship that we have with people.
All right, listeners, you heard him there. Michael Collins is talking to us about Jamaica National's partnership with Barracks Entertainment and the play Force Ripe. Michael, we want to thank you for having joined us here on Talk Vault, and we look forward to hear more because I'm sure Jamaica National will continue to partner with Barracks Entertainment.
Yes, thank you very much for having us on here. But I would also want to just encourage all the listeners to just come out and support. Play is going to be running for about 2 weeks, I believe. If you can't come, send a child. Sponsor a ticket or two and send a child and his or her parents to the show so that they can be exposed to the social side of their lifestyle.
All right, thank you very much, Michael. And listeners, just before we go, we want to remind you that Force Ripe opened on May 26th at the Theatre Place and it runs for 2 weeks with a 10 a.m. matinee. Schools are invited to attend the show. Night shows are June 19, 20, and 21, also at the Theatre Place. All right, that was Michael Collins. He's the National Sales Development and Training Specialist with Jamaica National.